Space solar power is one of those technologies that is a true civilizational game changer. And the demand question for electricity is what is driving this debate, and I believe will drive the demand for space-based solar power over the next 50 years. I believe also that the demand is maybe understated. I think there are new technologies emerging, such as household robotics and medical robotics, which are going to drive the demand for electricity much higher than we currently expect. Everything that we have, gas, coal, oil, hydro, nuclear, is just not going to match the demand. The one place that we can go, aside from a notional fusion reactor, which I don't see on the horizon anytime soon, is space-based solar.
The solar energy is our fundamental energy in our solar system. So on this planet, actually, everything comes from the sun. I wrote an article years ago, harnessing the sun is the next giant leap for humanity. Fundamentally, if we keep digging, looking for resources beneath the surface of the Earth, that's limited. But if you go after the original source of the energy, which is the solar energy, and everything, including fossil and everything on Earth, the coal, petroleum, everything actually originally come from the energy from the sun. So my argument is to just bypass the solar energy to fossil inefficiency, go directly to the sun, go to the original energy source. That's already a big shortcut.
There are wider problems involved in just energy supplies and energy demands. We've got a lot of other things going on. And while we like to think in global terms, we're not one global world where we all have an equal influence. I can't tell China what to do with its coal any more than they can tell us what to do with our nuclear plants, or any of us can tell Australia what to do with their uranium supplies. And demand curves are going to be very different going from industrialized to less industrialized countries, and we have to take that into account. All we can control through these policy discussions in this room is, what can America do? I know everyone will probably expect us to take the lead somehow in this, and really, can we fiscally do it? And for the kind of power generation that I've been hearing about and that we've been talking about, you're talking about building something, 10, 20 times the size of the ISS, and you're going to have to do it at a fraction of the cost, using 20 times the labor force, if not more. There are all sorts of other issues to be considered. I mean, I don't know even if $100 a pound to LEO is going to cut it. Where does the money come from to pay for a program that size? I would posit that in terms of getting out of the bubble that we like to live in for 4 days a year, the country's broke. We have a $60 to $70 trillion entitlement time bomb that's going to start. We're going to start banging into very, very quickly. That's the equivalent of $60 to $70 trillion asteroids, if you're a member of that particular religious sect. And how are we going to get that, and where does it come from? And the only three ways that projects at that scale can be funded is usually through government, and it's usually either through taxation or borrowing, or just printing up the money. And so sooner or later, all that extra money is going to trickle down into the economy, and you'll find that things cost a lot more than they used to.